What's up, guys? Coach Nate got another episode for you guys today, and today the title is Fitness for Better or Worse in Sickness and in Health. And I'm just going to be reading off the blog post that I just wrote for you guys. To have and to hold from this day forward, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health. Many of us have said something similar or even these exact words to our spouse, but we're not talking about marriage today. We're talking about fitness. And I'm not suggesting that fitness is more important than your marriage. It's not. I'm also not suggesting that you have a marriage ceremony between you and a barbell. 16-year-old me probably would have done that, but those days are gone. Fitness is simply a tool to help you get lean, strong, and healthy so you can do the things you love with the people you love. Now, back to my point about fitness not being more important than your marriage. It's not. But you being lean, strong, and healthy is important for your marriage and for every single part of your life. Your life will be objectively better if you are healthy, if you're lean, if you're strong. I pinky promise you that. But today I want to talk about how to approach fitness regardless of the season of life you're in. Fitness is for everyone all the time, but some seasons are absolutely better than others for making progress. So let's discuss the 4 major seasons that we see that we might find ourselves in and how to approach our fitness during these times. Season number 1, your world is falling apart. Season number 2, things are busy and stressful. Season number 3, everything is running smoothly. Season number 4, life is pure bliss, easy even. So let's discuss each one. Season number 1, your world is falling apart. We're going to start with the bad news first, okay? Let's get the worst one out of the way. I like the bad news than the good news, and whether you like that or not, that's what you're going to get today. That's how you're going to get it. So there are times in life where everything seems to be going wrong. Everywhere you look is another disaster. This can come in many different forms, but the results are the same. You're just trying to survive another day, sometimes another hour, another minute, another second. When things are very bad. When life is punching you in the face over and over, it's probably not the time to be working out 6 days a week and following a very restrictive diet. Then again, is it ever a good time to do that? Anyway, my advice to you in these very, very challenging seasons is simply to do the best you can with what you have, even if it's not that much. When life hits us hard, we're going to go backwards sometimes. We lose progress. This is normal. Sometimes the best you can do is just try to prevent as much loss of fitness progress as you can. And sometimes when things are very hard, you actually have to completely stop training, stop everything you're doing. And I'm here to tell you that's okay. Just do the best you can with what you have, even when it's not that much. The good news is that life isn't always like this. If you're in a difficult season, you can rest assured knowing that good times are around the corner. I just want to reiterate that. If you're in a very, very difficult season right now, fitness aside, good times are around the corner. Now, quick note, fitness is a major stress reliever. It's a great thing. Many people find fitness to be especially helpful during difficult seasons. Now, if that's you, don't let these things that I'm saying be an excuse for you to stop working out. If you're in the middle of a bunch of tragedy and you can and want to keep working out, well, by all means, keep the ball rolling. But I've experienced firsthand in the last decades times where I was unable to work out at all for extended periods of time. I didn't like it, but it's what I had to do. And so I just want to say, if you find yourself in a similar situation, don't beat yourself up. It's going to be okay. Season number 2, things are busy and stressful. The key to winning this season is to maintain the progress you've made or even work to make slow and steady progress. Slow and steady wins the race, right? I would say that season number 2, and then we're going to talk about season number 3 as well, is where a lot of our clients find themselves. In season 2 and season 3. Can you relate? In these seasons, you're able to juggle everything for the most part, but that's just it. You're juggling everything. It's taking a lot of effort. You have the time to work out, but you can't dedicate hours and hours and hours to it each week. Not that you ever really need to. But it's important that your program is maximally effective and efficient. Again, shouldn't that always be the case? But anyway, we have no time to waste. No time to spare on fluff and things that aren't going to move us in the right direction. So you want to make sure that your program is exactly what you need to make that good progress. Done well, you can make amazing progress by training just 2 to 3 days a week for 45 minutes. And this is what we recommend to most of our clients. If things are especially stressful, you can actually work out just 2 to 3 times every other week. This isn't exactly ideal, but neither is your situation, am I right? This is likely enough to help you maintain the progress you've made. You shouldn't lose any progress during these seasons, but you shouldn't be pushing yourself for crazy fast progress either. Slow and steady wins the race here. Season number 3. Well, I just want to make a quick note on this as well. They've done lots of studies that show, and I've seen this in practice as well, that you need very little work to maintain the progress you've made. So they found that you typically need 1/3, sometimes as low as 1/9. But I typically go off the 1/3 rule, unless you can't even do that. So whatever, let's say, whether you're measuring in terms of number of sets you're doing per week or number of workouts you're doing per week, if you made progress on 3 days a week or 30 sets a week, then you can actually maintain your progress on 1/3 of that. So 1 workout a week or 10 sets a week. And then really anything above that's going to help you continue to make progress. So what I've found time and time again is that a little bit goes a long way with strength training. All right, season number 3, everything is running smoothly. I would say this is the goal for most of us. We want everything that we're doing to be running smoothly. Now, life isn't always like this, but sometimes it is. Enjoy it and make the most of it. During these seasons, you need to work out at least 2 times a week. For most in this category, I would recommend 3 times a week. And for a select few, I would even recommend 4+ days per week. Now, when times are hard, you want to do everything you can to maximize your progress. To maintain your progress. When times are hard, you want to do everything you can to maintain your progress. And when times are good, you want to go all out on trying to maximize your progress. Now, for most people, I would recommend 2 to 4 times a week. Now, here are some reasons to stay towards the lower end, the 2-day-a-week end of that scale. You're older. Training a lot leaves you feeling fatigued all the time. You don't love to train. You want to make good progress, but you don't care about making it quickly. Now, here are some reasons to stay towards the higher end of that scale. You're younger. You feel great when training a lot. You're not tired and fatigued from it. You love to train, and you want to make progress quickly. The main point here, whether you're training 2, 3, 4, whatever days per week, the main takeaway is that you work out as much as you can and as much as you like, and to enjoy your awesome progress. Take advantage of the season. Season number 4, life is pure bliss, even easy. I'm not sure how much time we actually spend in seasons like this, but if you're here, enjoy it, my friend, and work out lots. I suggest you follow the advice I just gave for season number 3 with one extra piece of advice. Sometimes when life is easy, it can make us lazy and weak. Don't allow an easy season to be an excuse to slack off. Take advantage of it and make good progress. Because when you fall into season 2 or 1, you're going to be kicking yourself for not making good progress during this season. So guys, fitness is all about riding the waves. Sometimes you get clobbered, sometimes you're paddling against the current, and sometimes you ride a wave all the way to the shore. Trust me, this analogy is perfect, even though I've never surfed a day in my life. Now, regardless of the season you're in, if you want help getting lean, strong, and healthy, we would love to work with you, okay? Just send me a text to my number, 205-705-9591. Send us an email at nate@steelstrengthtraining.com. But just send me your name, send me the word strong, and we would love the opportunity to work with you.